Attention, please. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey guys, it's Jonathan from the Howard Hospitality Group. Welcome to another weekly Vending Live. Joining me tonight, I got Matt from Galaxy Games 843.
What's up, guys?
What's up, guys?
What's up, guys?
David has a very important meeting tonight. He is meeting with some new prospective locations, actually, a group of them. So he's got a very important dinner meeting tonight, which I can't wait to hear how that goes. Very exciting stuff. So he won't be with us unless he gets done and comes in maybe the second hour. But it's just you and I tonight. So
well, we got David like a boss over there, getting more locations, closing sales, whatever he's got to do. I mean, more power to him. I think it's
no
awesome.
Big deal, right? No
yeah,
big deal.
yeah.
So that's the kind of stuff that our business and our families and stuff are always way more important than the live stream. Sorry to tell you guys, but he needs to go do these kind of meetings. They're extremely important, and he's so excited. So I'm excited for him. I can't wait to hear how it goes. But yeah, welcome. It's a Wednesday night. Happy Hump Day. Another weekly Vending Live. Why don't you tell us what you do this week? What you been up to?
It's actually been a pretty uneventful week. If you didn't know, I wasn't feeling super hot. So, I did my normal vending collections and stuff like that. But as far as anything new, I guess the only one new thing I did was I officially retired the stacker machine that was at the game store, then it was at the ice cream candy shop. It's officially been retired. You will no longer see it in future videos. It's done. It's gone.
Are you burying it, or are you just going to throw it away?
I sold it.
You sold it. Nice.
I sold it. So it is now living in an indoor playground that they have their own machines. It's kind of funny because I tried to get that location right when they opened and they were like, no. And now they've got their own machines. They're doing it themselves. So I sold it to them. More power to them. Yeah.
Well, we've had, it's kind of been crazy for us. So as you know, we've been trying to open a claw room. We started the claw stand stuff. So we have that. We had our first sale today, which is pretty exciting. So sold our first claw stand today, pre-sale, which is great. We'll talk about that coming up. But I thought the patent stuff was all done and everything was ready to go. And I got a letter in the mail on Monday, and it said, "Oh, we're missing this, this, and this." Because when yeah, and it's kind of cool because they have these retired patent people or business people that they have a separate hotline, and you can call and they'll help you guide you help to guide you through the process. And I spent probably, I don't know, one day I spent almost 4 hours on the phone with this guy, and he got me and he's like, "It's good, we're good, you're all set, and you'll get it. Next thing you'll get is a notification that it's ready to go." And I'm like, "Okay, cool, so it's done." And so then sure enough, I get this letter. So I wish I would have somehow kept that guy's information or asked him for it. I didn't.
Sure, yeah.
But so because it's just so meticulous, all the pieces of what you have to do. So I've been working.
So you still have more to do.
It's really dumb. It was the stuff that they wanted was you have to do a description of the item, and and then if you submit photos, you have to, or diagrams, you have to explain. So one of the things listed was, it says figure 1, but figure 1 is not listed. Well, what I did is I numbered the pictures 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I didn't call it figure 1, but they said there's no figure 1. And I'm like, it's number 1. I don't know what, you know what I mean? So I figured, but I guess I had to call it figure 1 or, put a 1 and little stuff like that. It's really dumb. So it's pretty much done. I mean, it's in the pending process. It's just little meticulous things. So I've been working on that, which kind of sucks, and it's a lot of paperwork, but it's almost done. And then we've been trying to do this loan, and the loan stuff is a nightmare. So if you're ever trying to get a loan for your business, and we don't have the best credit because we had before her and I got together, Natalie and I, we both had. I had a divorce and she had a bad relationship, so we had stuff from that, and then COVID happened, so our credit's not the greatest, and it's kind of like everybody's in during that process. And so we've been trying to get a loan, and it's just like jumping through all these hoops. So if there's any investors out there that want to help out the Howard Hospitality Group, we could use a loan, and that would be fantastic. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Just throw that out there.
See how my karma works out, or our karma goes. But it's just it's a nightmare. We don't need a lot, and for what we're asking for, how successful the business is, which our business does really well, and. You think they look at that, but they don't. They look at your dumb credit from, history of stuff that didn't really matter. It was a bad time or whatever. And so it's kind of frustrating. And I get it. I understand. I wouldn't want to loan money to people that wouldn't want to pay me back anyways. But that's not us, So I don't know. So that's
Jonathan just airing it all out over here.
Yeah. So there you go, everybody. There's our history and what we got going on. But it's I want to throw it out there for people to make them understand that that's real life, and when you're trying to do stuff that's you're very excited about and working on, and you just can't. It's so frustrating. It's like the most frustrating thing to do. So don't bury it. Keep working on your dreams and what you want to do. Don't give up. We'll never give up. And I think that you're gonna have a lot of hoops to jump through. And just a heads up. So, and we actually got a text from a viewer today. That wanted us to talk about arcades and claw rooms, which we can get into here in a little bit. He had a bunch of questions, and I wish David was here because he's the one that knows the most.
He's the one that's actually done it. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, he's done it.
So,
I planned it, but I haven't done it yet. So
did you get this list of questions?
Yeah, I've got it.
Okay,
so I don't know if you want to do it now or if you want to go into other stuff, but.
I think we'll wait on that just a minute,
okay.
Because first of all, we got to say hello to everyone out there. I see all the comments saying hello and how's everyone doing. So hopefully you guys are having a great Wednesday. Thanks for joining us again week after week. Thanks for coming back.
Nice.
Reminder, guys, smash that like button. Help other people find the stream. As you know, the more likes the stream gets, the more YouTube will push it out and show it to other people to join us and hang out with us as well. So hit that like button, guys.
Oh, we have a super chat too. We got to cover that.
Super chat. I'll bet it's from Waco.
It is.
Here we go. Waco's Car Wash Channel, Elevators and More, a $5 super chat says, today is my mom's 50th birthday. Well, happy birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday, Mom.
That's cool.
Very cool. Yeah, so 50. So you're young then, if your mom's 50, because you got to be young, right? Because let's see, my kids. Yeah, you got to be pretty young if she's 50. So happy birthday, Mom. And all your elevator. I saw your posts in the Discord.
I saw the elevator shaft pictures. I mean, that was pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. So thank you so much for the super chat.
Yeah, of course.
So Gumball Gold, of course. Hotty toddy, Good evening, Gumball Gold. How are you, sir? Appreciate you being here. See what other comments we got. Yep, that's us. So Ryan says hello.
Ryan B 1803 says, "Hey HHG and Galaxy Games 843." Man, that was like one big rhyme. I'm gonna rap that.
Everybody's saying hi.
Hello.
Let's see. Trying to look at more comments here. Sorry, I'm trying to read as fast as I can.
There's a lot of comments. I've seen lots of good stuff in there already.
So what is?
So Vending Unlimited says, "I'm on the phone. Got to have you guys on mute. No CC. What?" He's talking about closed captioning.
Oh, I don't know how to.
I don't think that's a thing here in this streaming software. So apologies.
Oh, that's a bummer.
You can always listen to the audio on the podcast replay.
I thought on YouTube you could turn that on though. I thought that was just a YouTube thing.
I don't know that I don't know if it's done automatically.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a bummer. Sorry.
It is. Sorry about that.
You can listen to the podcast tomorrow. That's right. It'll be up tomorrow morning. Live doesn't have closed captioning. Somebody commented. You can read that.
There we go. Yeah. So that's why. All right. Comp Magic says, "I know the feeling at Vending Unlimited. Sometimes I have to turn off audio, but the live doesn't have closed captioning, so I have to catch up the next day." Yeah, you can always watch the replay here on YouTube, or again, find it on your favorite podcast platform.
Yeah. Random Encounter also has the same issue we're having.
Random Encounter says, "Similar position with loans. Very frustrating."
Yeah, it is hard. Yeah. And, a lot of the old companies, I found out, there was a company called Firestone that did lending in the FEC industry and a few others, and they're not around anymore. And I guess they were like the best ones to try to help people get family entertainment centers or jump zones or that kind of stuff started. So it's a lot harder to even find good ones, from what I understand. So it's tough, guys. It's not easy, and you got to have really good credit, and it's just, it's kind of the way the economy is right now, unfortunately. So, all right.
Right on, right on. I see a couple more super chats that came in. If you want to scroll down, we'll address those real quick.
Let me go down there. Oh, yeah, here we go.
All right, up next, the next super chat comes from Dino's Dispensers and Arcade. It's a $2 super chat. It says, Matt, exclamation point. What do you look for at the auctions? So as you know, I go to the arcade, pinball, vending, coin op, and all things cool auctions. The ones I go to happen in Tennessee and North Carolina. And what I look for, I'm always looking for different things. Obviously claw machines. That's kind of the direction I want to move my vending business in, is kind of the more amusement stuff. So I'm looking for things that I can put on certain locations. I like cheap filler machines for the flea market, or things that are good deals. Maybe something that's broken that I can fix and get a good price for. But also, I'm always looking for classic arcade games too. I love classic arcade games and pinball machines, but pinball is very expensive, so I haven't bought pinball in forever. Yeah. But the classic arcade machines there lately at the auctions have mostly been remakes. So where they'll scratch build a cabinet, get the artwork printed and put it on there and put bootleg boards and stuff in them. So I haven't really found much lately to buy in the classic arcade game field at the auctions lately. So I don't know, but those are the kind of things I look for.
I've never been to an auction for arcade games. I'd love
to
go sometime.
Maybe we'll have to have you fly out. You can stay here, and then we'll go to an auction and come back.
That would be so cool. Yeah. I'd love to film it with you too, and do a little tag team thing. Would be pretty awesome.
That would be awesome for sure. Absolutely.
Portia Jackson has a comment I wanted to highlight real quick, and then we'll get into the next super chat.
Cool. All right. Portia, I'm guessing it's Portia. Mm-hmm. Portia Jackson says, I'm just getting started with vending, and my first time I tried to purchase machines, I got scammed badly. Oh, no.
So
that's no good.
Portia, and I don't know what kind of machines you're talking about, if you're talking about full line or if you're talking about amusement machines, but it's definitely like, if you can, when you're starting out, maybe try to go through like a reputable company like candymachines.com, Pipeline Games, places like that I know they're new and they're a little bit more expensive, but they also have sometimes financing deals and stuff that you can do. But when you buy used stuff, speaking of auctions, you really need to know what you're looking at and what you're getting, and making sure it works. And if it's you just getting into the industry, I'm so glad, because when we got into full line, I'm so glad we bought new stuff, because there's a lot going on in those machines.
There sure is.
And even claw machines may seem easy and stuff, but if you ever opened up an arcade racer or anything, there's a lot going on in there, and it's very intimidating. So highly recommend, if you can afford to do or get some financing or something, try to buy something new and then get the support so you can get on the phone with somebody and have them walk you through. Plus, the new stuff's so easy to operate compared to the old stuff. So
let me also tell you a quick little story about a scammer that I was dealing with on Facebook Marketplace. So, Facebook Marketplace is probably one of the top places where somebody might be trying to scam you. So there's all kinds of red flags you need to look out for. So let me tell you a quick story. So recently, a really nice vending machine posted for sale on my local Facebook Marketplace. It was a combo vending machine, so it had drinks and snacks, and it was in my home. It was here in my town. So that's like, okay, all right. Well, let me reach out to them and see. Let's talk and let's see what's going on. So one thing I did notice in the picture was the background behind the machine. It was up against like a big glass window, and the background behind the machine just didn't look like it was in my area. So that was red flag number one. Red flag number two. It had a bunch of snacks and drinks inside that you cannot buy in the United States. Lots of weird Fantas and stuff like that, and just chips and candies that aren't available in the U.S. So that was red flag number two. So anyway, I reached out to this person. I thought maybe they just pulled a picture off the internet, but that's the kind of machine they have, something like that. So I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt, but I've got some red flags already going off in my head. Anyway, so I reached out to them. They replied back immediately, said, yeah, the machine's available. I said, well, cool. I said, what kind of location is it at? I'd like to, maybe check it out. They said, it's at a barbershop. I said, okay, I've done barbershop vending before, so that might work for me. I said, can you tell me where in town it is? And they gave me an address. So I quickly put that address into Google. Turns out the address they gave me was a furniture store in my town All right, that's red flag number 3. And then they tell me, oh, I'm out of town right now, but I'll be back next week and we can meet and look at the machine. Red flag number 4, right? And then they said,
I'm going to ask you to put money down, right?
There it is. Then they said, if you're really interested, you can put a $50 deposit down so that way no one else can jump in line in front of you. I'm like, no, too many red flags, cash in person when I see it. And then all of a sudden the listing disappeared.
Yeah.
It's funny how that works. So yeah, watch out for those red flags, guys. You need to realize like if it doesn't seem right, it's probably a scam.
Yeah. And you know, a lot of people too, they buy these machines, they don't know what they're doing. They start taking things apart. We had a person in our Discord that bought a brand new machine and just started taking it apart and was wondering why it wasn't working. It's like, don't take them apart. They shouldn't have to, if it's brand new, you shouldn't have to be rewiring stuff in the machine. So make sure that you people that you get it from, maybe they have a route of like 50 machines or something like that, and they seem like they know what they're doing. And when they open it up, they know how to unlock it, that kind of stuff. I mean, be really smart about it. But, full line vending machines, I scrolled down and I saw she said that she's looking at full line. There's a lot going on in there, and there's a lot of machines that are kind of well known as not great machines in the past that have come out with newer stuff that's actually good now. Sega's a good example of that.
Yep.
Matt just got some new Sega machines and absolutely loves them. But in the past, they've had a lot of issues and a lot of problems.
Yeah, and one of the reasons for that is because previously they were a different company. So Sega, by themselves, the machines had a very bad reputation. They were known as basically giant paperweights. But since they merged with AMS, which is a really, really good name in the vending industry, all the new machines since then have been outstanding. And I was a little leery of buying Sega machines because they kept the Sega name as part of the merger, which I thought was odd. But anyway, so when it was time for me to buy brand new machines, I talked to Kevin on the phone at KDMachines.com, and he assured me the machines were really good, they're reliable, parts available, all that stuff. So I went with them, and so far they've been outstanding. They really have.
And we only run Wittern machines, so those are the ones that we really like. And then our drink machines,
I too like Witterns.
They're Bevmaxes, and they run really, really good. And then we have a Dixie Narco 501E that's like the workhorse of the industry, they say. I mean, that drink machine,
that's what I have at the laundromat.
Yeah, and you can find parts for it everywhere. So really do your research. Don't go to buy something, I'd say, for at least a couple months of research and seeing what's appearing online and what things are going for, so you don't end up buying something for way too much money either. But get it from somebody reputable. And we were really lucky buying a few of our arcade machines that the guy was a retired route operator, so he knew the machines and showed us how to do it. And like, I can call him anytime with questions and he helps me. So you can really take your time, don't rush it. I know you want to get in and get going, but it's a big purchase, it's a lot of money, and you want something that's going to last you, and they will last you a long time if they've been taken care of. So
and also too, if you have questions, if you've got something on your local Facebook and you want someone and you want another pair of eyes on it, send us a message in Discord. We'll take a look at it with you too and talk you through it and talk about if it's a good machine or a bad machine or a good price. I've had multiple people message me and be like, listen, here's a toy taxi. They want $1,800 for it. Should I do it? I'm like, no, not for that much.
The other thing too, Portia, to really consider is, I'm not sure if you have a location for these yet, is that you may not want to buy anything until you have a location, because these are big machines and you need to make sure it fits where you're going to be putting it. And then sometimes you think you're going to go buy a snack machine and they want drinks and snacks, but they don't have room for 2 machines, so you should have bought yourself a combo machine, but you don't know that. So make sure you kind of do a little bit of research, that you know where it's going, and you can find them pretty quickly, or those companies like Wittern, like Candy Machines and others for Segas, they do have financing available, so you might be able to go that route too and get something brand new, and they will last you a long time. So anyways, hope that helps. And Matt is the source when it comes to full line. We have some, but we're not like Matt and 720 Vending by far are in the industry, I think, and Jaime and a couple others that have been doing this a long time. They know their stuff, and that Matt's the first guy I call. And Bevmaxes is the first person I call, is Jaime Ibanez, and say, please help me, because I don't know what's going on. So it's nice to have help, and that's what the Discord's about. So definitely join the Discord and get in there and ask a lot of questions. So
Totally.
yep. Okay. Go down to
All right.
another.
I was gonna say, I think we got a couple super chats
Yeah.
to address. All right, here we go. Up next, we've got Waco's Car Wash channel, Elevators and More, with another $5 super chat. Says there's a new Buc-ee's opening this Sunday in Hillsboro, Texas. Buc-ee's in the house. I got my Buc-ee shirt on. This is from the IAPA trip. I stopped at the Buc-ee's in St. Augustine, Florida for this shirt. So I thought that was pretty cool. Thanks for the super chat, Waco.
Definitely. And then Elite Claw has a comment real quick, and then we'll go on to the next super chat.
All right. Elite Claw Amusement says, Jonathan, talk about only stands. I mean claw stand. So we did talk about that for a minute.
Yep, we're gonna talk about it some more. We got our first sale today. I'm super excited, and we'll talk about it, the claw stand. And I posted a video in the Discord if you guys didn't catch it with them trying to
I
tilt it.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool, and they're doing the final one tonight. So I'm hoping that basically all I'm waiting for is for them to send it to me so I can just approve it, and then it's good to go. So I'm thinking they're going to be shipping within 30 days, which I'm very excited about.
Nice.
So, all right. Let's see. We'll get to that question after the super chat. Let's do this first.
All right. Another super chat coming in. This one from 720 Vending. Mike with a $5 super chat says, good evening, everyone. Had a record collection at the Boba Shop. Nice. Congratulations on that. Was out looking for a location for my second Little Winter machine. Yeah. You got some of those Pipeline Little Winter machines. Those are really cool looking machines.
All their machines, I think, are great looking.
Yeah, they're very bright and attractive. Yeah, for sure.
And speaking of that, we're going to talk about the Discord too, because we have a couple new channels that are in the Discord this week.
The Discord is growing, everyone.
Yeah, very cool. So
many cool
we'll
things.
Get to that too. Let's see. Do we have any more super chats? I don't see any other super chats. So
I think that's all the super chats I saw.
So let me go back up here.
Yeah, we got lots of great comments and questions tonight. So thank you guys for your participation. We really do appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure. No, I love the questions. Very awesome.
Totally.
Here you go.
All right, this one from Freedom Fighter 99 says, what will it generate for my store? Does anyone have a good answer for when searching for locations to install a mini claw machine?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple different avenues you can take there. I really like to focus on the benefits, depending on what kind of location it is too. Let's, for example, if it's a restaurant or something like that where people are waiting for their food, I like to talk about how it's something that will keep the kids occupied. They won't be running around screaming or be out of control. So that's one thing that I like to focus on. I really don't like to really go right for the revenue share or the commission part of it, because you never know what avenue that's going to go down. But I really like to focus on the benefits of, providing the service to the customers, to the employees, all that good stuff. That's what I like to focus on.
There's a lot of good answers to this, and my kids do a really good job of answering that question when they do their proposals to these locations. And the biggest one is that claw machines are super popular right now, and most people know how popular they are, but what we've learned is like Matt said, there used to be crayons and a piece of paper for kids to draw and color in, at these restaurants and stuff. But for stores and stuff like that, people are always standing in line. They're waiting for food. They're waiting for drinks. It also keeps kids occupied so parents can talk. Amelia's got a grocery store, and a lady came up and gave her $5 and said, thank you so much for putting this machine in here, because now I can shop and there's a reward for my son when we get done. So there's a lot of benefits that you can give to the location, and depending on the location, food places are the easiest because people are waiting for food, and that's or drinks or whatever it may be. So those are the easiest. But if you're talking about things where, other things, those are the best ones. Is that the kids are really excited about them, and you can use it. They can use as a reward. Sorry, I can't talk tonight. And then they also, people seek these things out, and if you put the right prizes and stuff in it, you get a lot of return customers. So hopefully that helps.
Yeah, now that you mention that, that's another great point. Like my game store location, they tell me they love having the machines there too, because it actually, people come back just to play the machines, and then they buy things while they're there. So 100%. That's another great answer for that question is return customers, just for that point.
Question for you, sir.
All right, Sweet Bliss Vending wants to know, to Galaxy Games 843, did anything come of those cabinets I sent you? I'm guessing probably not, but figured I'd ask. So the backstory for this is Sweet Bliss Vending sent me a Facebook Marketplace ad that had multiple classic arcade games. I haven't reached out to them, but the conversation has gone into I actually run a Facebook group for arcade and pinball collectors as well, and it showed up on there too. And there's been a big conversation about that ad. It's funny because the price has actually gone down since all this went down. So there's I think a Pac-Man, a Miss Pac-Man, a Galaga, and one other like a golf game or something like that. So obviously the golf game is not desirable, but the other three are, and it's a really good price. The problem is all of the cabinets are in really bad condition. So they're going to take a lot of work to make them look nice, and none of them are functioning either. So there's a lot of opportunities there, and it's something that I would still be interested in, but right now I'm just a little bit light on space. So as things progress, if that deal is still available, maybe in the future, but right now I just don't have the room for it. Because you got to buy them all. You can't just buy one.
Looks like we have a special guest in our green room.
Hey, look who's here.
720 Benny.
What's up, guys?
Hey, man.
Little winner himself over here.
Congratulations on your collection.
Huh?
Congratulations on your collection.
Thank you.
Nice.
Couldn't beat it.
How was your week?
The week was good.
Nice. Looks like Nicole's here. Say hi, Nicole.
Hey, Nicole. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us again. She says, hi, Howard Hospitality. Hi. No, I can't talk. It's contagious, man. Says, hi, Howard Hospitality Group and Galaxy Games. Hi, everyone. Hey, Nicole. Thanks for joining us.
I have one of the little winners sitting right next to me.
Is it
yeah?
there? Let's see it.
It better be powered up.
Yeah.
It's not.
That's lame.
You can't show it to us without it being powered up, man. Come on, man.
Jeez.
Come on, man.
Go plug that thing in. I got to tell you, those machines, they look great. I mean, they
do.
You know, you walk by that booth at MBVA and those things just pop. I mean, they're great looking machines. So I'm excited for you to put those in because, you know, they just glow. Like they remind me a lot of that Quick Play, you know, the key catcher machine, because it's just like so like bright and they're just very cool. So, all right.
So now Sweet Bliss wants me to turn it on.
I told you to turn it on.
Give me a minute. Let me cut a couple of zip ties.
Okay.
I mean, you can't show us that machine with power off, man. It's just not.
I'll be right back.
That's right. You're not doing it justice. Pipeline would be very upset with you. I'm just saying.
So Brawlicon has advice about buying stuff on Facebook also.
All right, let's see what it says. Brawlicon says, on Facebook Marketplace, always check the machines. I applied to a Candy Crane 31-inch claw machine. When I look at the machine, it was junk. The board was burnt, string snapped when I turned it on. Yeah, you definitely got to go check these machines out. Never send a deposit. If they're saying somebody else is coming to get it, but you can hold it with a deposit, don't do it.
Yeah.
You got to see those machines in person first.
All right.
Too many crazies on there.
Let me pop this down a little bit there. Okay. Next, let's see.
Reminder, guys, smash that like button.
More on Portia's machine. There we go. Let's see.
All right. Portia says, yes, I have a location. They're requesting a combo machine.
There you go.
So, you know, the Witcher and Futura 3589 combos are very popular and easy to use machines. So check one of those out. You can buy those at Sam's Club even. I think they're under a different name at Sam's Club. They're called Selective End, I think, at Sam's Club, but, you know, same machine, and they're really good. Yeah. Also says, can you share a vending agreement with the group? And then what is the best inventory app to use? Vending agreements, I don't use them. Mm-hmm. Do you use them?
No, we don't.
So I don't have anything to share
in the Discord.
I know there's some examples in the Discord for sure.
Yep.
So Portia, if you're not in the Discord, you can find the link down in the description to join the Discord. There's a lot of great people there, so go check that out. There is a section with different documents like that, so you can find that.
Yep. And then
as far as inventory app, you know, I use Vensoft for my inventory, which manages inventory both inside all my machines and outside the machines, but also depending on what kind of credit card reader you might want to go with. I use Nayax, and that is great for the inventory inside the machines.
And we use Greenlight because that's what came with our Wintern machines, which is the Futura machines, and they use Greenlight, and they use 365 Marketplace and online stuff. So I use that, but that's just what came with it. But he loves Vensoft, Matt, and swears by it. So, and so does 720 Vending. So they both use that. So that's pretty good stuff. So it also helps you with taxes and all kinds of other things too.
So many great reports.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of great features.
So, comment on the stand. Very cool.
Claudad says, love the stand. They are much wider than I imagined from the video, but I guess that's what stops the tipping. Yes.
Yeah, 100%. And that's the thing is it's got to be a certain width. We try to make it as small as we could, but you can't tip it side to side, and it's very hard to tip it forward. So you really got to use all your weight and be kind of tall to do it. And so it'll solve all those problems. But yeah, it's wide, but it does what it's supposed to do, which is the whole problem that everybody's having. So that should solve that. I could see Mike working in the
I keep seeing Mike's elbow.
It's like elbow and stuff. Let's see. We got another super chat.
Another one? Did I miss the other one? Here we go. Waco's Car Wash channel Elevators and More. Another $5 super chat. It says, last Saturday, I went to Austin, Texas. I rode 16 elevators, 3 escalators, went through 5 car washes. Waco, you better call Guinness, man. I think you might have a world record there. That's pretty cool. All right,
I don't
Mike.
see any glow yet. I don't see a glow.
You ready for the big reveal? No, it's not glowing yet.
Oh, are you ready? No, he's still working on it.
All right. He's teasing us over there.
Excuse me.
Oh, here it goes.
Hey.
Look at that.
Dang,
that is a
man.
bright machine. It's got that moving marquee on top there.
Yeah.
Are you going to make it say something about 720 Vending in there? Check us out on YouTube, one of those things.
I don't know if he can hear us.
He might not be able to hear us.
I can hear you.
Okay.
There we
My
go.
mic's muted,
Oh, okay.
but
Can you change the readout to say whatever you want?
Is it programmable?
up here at the top, you can. I'm trying to get it where everyone can see it. You get a 20 character display, so you can choose 20 characters to put up there,
Nice. Very cool.
and it
That's
comes with the Wi-Fi claw mat that monitoring.
Oh, the par level or what it is called?
The
No,
Cloud
it's-
Magic.
Cloud.
Oh, the
yeah.
Cloud Magic. That's right.
Very
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, because that's you can actually
integrated
buy that.
into the board on this machine.
Nice.
Nice, because you can actually buy that from them separate if you
Yes.
want to. They sell it separately. But yeah, very cool, man.
So pan the camera back over. Let us see that machine. Keep going. There you go. Oh, look at that.
yeah,
That is
That
super
thing
cool.
pops,
Right.
man. It just pops, and the colors on the side, and very cool. I got to
And the
tell you,
nice
like,
thing is, one, it gets loud. 2, when you win, I'll just drop one down when I play around. It goes bonkers when you win.
Do the lights all flash all crazy and everything?
So
Let's see what bonkers means to you. Oh, yeah, the lights flash. That's awesome.
oh,
I
that's
did
cool.
win one too.
Double winner.
Oh, this is great. That's really cool.
And so when you win, it'll say great, and all the lights will flash. If you don't win, the sign up top will say try again.
Nice. Very cool.
Yeah, it's funny. So I was in New Jersey last summer at the Showboat Hotel and former casino, now known as the Lucky Snake Arcade, and they had all pipeline claw machines. So I got real familiar with that music because they were really cool machines. We did a video there. Yeah. What's that?
You can change the music.
Oh, cool. All right. Good to know.
Like, so if you don't like, there's like 10 of them that are preloaded on there. And if you don't like any of them, you can actually upload your own to the SD card and put it back in the machine.
Oh, that's
Like,
cool.
that's really cool. So I could make it play Darude Sandstorm if I wanted to, or something like that, you know?
I had a thought, but I won't say it. There's all kinds of stuff you can play.
Some 90s hip hop.
Yeah. You can play like Baby Got Back or something. How funny would that be? Baby Got Back. Yeah. So, anyways.
Don't want none.
Like, yeah, I got this. Yeah. Oh, okay. Question. Which actually we should probably let's
Hello.
do a giveaway. Hi. Let's do the giveaway.
Let's talk about the giveaway.
And then we get into that question about arcades. Somebody had a question about it anyway. So
Yeah.
let's do the
So
giveaway.
yeah, I mean, here it is. We're already 1/4 of the way through the stream.
I know, it's
time
insane.
just flies on these streams, guys. Hopefully you guys are enjoying them as much as we enjoy having them. So, all right, let's talk about the giveaway. You want to go ahead and pull it up on the screen? Were you ready?
Yeah.
You are ready. There we go.
I am.
Hey guys, I hate to run. I got someone coming over. I got to go take care of them real quick.
All right, man.
All right.
I'll talk
Thanks
to you
for
later.
joining us, man.
Thanks for coming.
Have a good night, guys.
Bye.
All right, guys, take a look at your screen. It is time to talk about the giveaway. If you didn't know, we are giving away a $100 gift certificate to All Star Vending and allstarvending.com. Also, if you didn't know, they joined the Discord, so they now officially have an All Star Vending chat under the suppliers list in the Discord. And if you're not already in the Discord, you better jump over there and get signed in, because that is how you are going to enter to win this $100 gift certificate to All Star Vending. Anyway, once you're in the Discord, you'll find the little rainbow icon tab on the left-hand side. It says something along the lines. In fact, let me pull it up and I'll tell you exactly what it says. It says, giveaway All-Star $100 gift certificate. That's what you want to look for. And again, that little rainbow icon, once you're inside, you can just click on the link to fill out a form. And then once that form is filled out, you are entered to win. Again, that is a $100 gift certificate to All-Star Vending. We're going to give it away 2 weeks from today. So first week of March or May. Wow, not March, May, I think it is. So 2 weeks from
Very
today.
cool. And which we're going to talk about in a little bit. They have a channel in the Discord now,
Yes.
which they're very active in and answer your questions very quickly. So should I go my camera other way?
I feel like now
know.
I'm sitting
I
way
felt that too.
down.
Okay, here we go.
You know what I mean? All right.
Well, I was trying to, because it was blocking us a little bit with the words. So I was trying to
Gotcha.
adjust. Okay.
All right.
Now we're even. All right.
All right. Now we're good to go. All right. So let's
You're
talk
still taller
about
than me, but that's okay.
let's talk about the questions.
The
that we've
arcade
had.
questions. So I got the
Yes.
same question today from a viewer that sent me a message and said, would you be willing to talk about that? So he had a bunch of questions, and this will answer because this question just came up on the chat. If you want to read that one out.
Okay, so before we get into the questions and the answers and talking about this conversation, know that neither Jonathan nor I have officially opened a claw room or an arcade. Something we'd like to do, something we've been researching, something we've been planning on, but neither of us are what we would call experienced professionals in this case. So just a little disclaimer right there for everyone out there watching and listening. All right, let's talk about the first question. This is from AM2345M. Question: thinking of opening an arcade within a mall or high traffic location that specializes in claw machines, capsule coin operated machines, or similar. Your thoughts? Is it a good idea? I would say yes, it is a good idea. It's something
Very
that,
good
like I said, we've all been researching. We talked a lot with Claw Craziness in Vegas, and they're being very successful with their mall arcade claw room locations. David just opened one in an outlet mall, and he seems to be doing pretty well also.
Yeah.
Quick Play has their arcade in their local mall, which honestly doesn't look like a very high foot traffic mall. So some are going to do better than others depending on the mall or location, obviously. But yeah, I definitely think it's a great idea. Depending on what kind of machines you have, what kind of prizes you have. If you can do a card-based system, you're going to do even better than if you do cash. So there's so many options and so many different things to explore and research and look into. So keep all those different factors in mind.
And so we've been wanting to do this for, since we started, which is we're in our third year now. And
Yeah.
I mean, ours is done. Like, it's ready to go. We just need the funding. But I've done everything it's completely done. It's ready to go. So I've done a lot of research in this, and of course David has been a huge help to me because he started his own, and I really think they're just an awesome idea. And ours is going to be based on doing only claw machines, possibly maybe a couple over the edge machines or something in there, but mostly, or 99% is going to be claw machines. But the questions that he sent me to ask, he said that seems like a goal for a lot of the people in the community, and some have gotten there already. Maybe you guys can share thoughts, and if arcade people are in the chat, they can chime in also. First question he has is on insurance. Do you need different insurance than a normal street operator? And the answer is, either way, you're going to need liability insurance regardless of
Totally.
what you're doing. Usually the insurance that you're going to need is going to have a lot to do with the location that you're leasing. So they have certain requirements they're going to have for you to have for that location, and you're going to want to bulk up on coverage. You don't have a lot of liability with these type of locations because there's no food. You don't have a lot of things that can break or problems like that. So, and it also depends on, is it manned or unmanned? So that's another aspect of it, of theft and crime and that kind of stuff. So those are all things that'll affect that, but it is a different policy than what you'd have for like a street operator. Either way, you'll have liability, but it is a different kind of policy because you're actually leasing a physical location. So it's different, and it's probably going to be more expensive, just so you know. Equipment. He said, how are you all getting the machines to fill your new arcade? Do you use your profits from your route, credit cards, or credit in terms, or direct from manufacturers? So that answer is everybody's getting them from different locations. Like you were talking about Claw Craziness, those guys buy a lot of used machines in their area, and then they fill up their arcades with those. And there's a lot of good equipment out there from people that got started and just didn't want to do it anymore.
Totally.
Facebook Marketplace, that kind of stuff. But like we talked about earlier, you got to be really, really good at knowing what to get. It's your first one, then you really want to have an expert with you to check those things out. But you can get it directly from manufacturers. Pipeline Games has great different sizes of machines. CandyMachines.com. And then you can get them direct from China, from like Rainey in our Discord. She does custom machines that you can order with your name and logo on them. I mean, you can get pretty fancy. So, and then there's also companies like Betts and that kind of stuff that you can get financing with them and get machines through them also. So,
absolutely.
Advertising. How are you guys letting the general public know you exist? Social media, press releases, flyers, radio ads, all that stuff. All of it. Do as much as you can. If you're tight budget with advertising, then social media is where it's at for kids right now, and it's costs you nothing unless you want to pay for social media ads. But it's a great way to do it without costing you a lot of money. So it's kind of cool with social media nowadays.
I mean, even I've seen different small businesses do like Instagram reels and stuff like that. It's just getting pushed by their algorithm, and there's no cost to do that. Just get creative with some of the things you're going to do. And it's basically free advertising. Like I think like for David, for example, I don't think he's done any actual advertising yet, has he?
Nope, not yet.
And he's already killing it. But there's so many things you can do. I mean, invite, the TV stations and radio stations down for your grand opening. That's free advertising. They'll come to a story, and maybe you can offer, some like a free, I don't know, $25 play card or whatever to, your first however many customers or something like that. Or even like, I want to say, David, they were having like a festival or something like that. Remember, in his parking lot? I said, dude, go out there with $10 cards, hand them out to people. Yeah. They're going to come spend way more than $10 inside your place. And then they're all learning about it. And then they're going to tell all their friends. So just like all those kind of things don't cost a whole lot of money, but can really generate a lot of interest and traffic.
And if you, I don't know if you want to spend a little bit of money on advertising, but like the radio stations around here have gotten into geofencing. So they're doing like if you search on your phone for an item, then it appears on your phone that your ad will appear on people's phone when they're searching for like things to do with your kids or whatever. It'll actually appear.
Yeah.
And so that's something you do. Actually, David's calling me. Hold on a second. Hey, you know we're in the live stream, right?
Wow, he's live on the air. We've got David calling in. David, what's your question?
He wanted to.
I was like, I wanted to hop on, but I'm driving. I don't think that'd be very safe to hop on.
You hop on with your phone and say hi to everybody. We're wondering how did your meeting go?
You got Bluetooth in that electric truck of yours? You could at least connect in via audio.
Okay, tell me about it later. He said his meeting went really well.
There we go.
Okay, so. Okay, he can't stream while he's driving, so he said hi
That's
to everybody.
right. We are not suggesting you stream
If you
while
can
you're
get
driving.
home and get on, we still have a whole another hour left, so come join us. Okay. Oh, it's an hour drive home. Okay, never mind then. All right, man.
Well,
Congrats.
drive safe. Drive safe, David.
Okay. Bye.
Well, there we go. David was on the stream. There we go.
There he is. He's joined us. But yeah, they do geofencing, which is awesome. And
Yeah.
so if you're searching for stuff on your phone, and then you can do like a package with them, and then maybe they can come out for your grand opening and do a live broadcast, and then you do the geofencing with them or something like that, like a package of some kind. But there's a lot of cool advertising out there, and radio is still relevant, especially for parents listening to the radio, because they need stuff to do with their kids, and that's going to be where they're going to want to find out what to do with their kids. So it is still relevant to do some radio stuff. For sure. So, especially if you got a voice like Matt, then
I am available for hire too if you all need help with commercials. My rates are very low. Very low.
next one is location. How do you decide on a location? What cost of rent would be on leases, and how much is per square foot? So, you need the highest traffic location you can possibly get.
Yeah.
So
Heavy foot traffic. Anything like a mall is probably going to be your best bet, honestly.
yeah, I really feel that even malls nowadays, I don't even know if they're as busy with people except for certain times of year, back to school, Christmas, that kind of stuff. But if you have a really busy complex where there's a grocery store or a bunch of anchor stores like In-N-Out Burger or something, well, that's only California mostly, but like a big, where a lot of people go, and that there's gonna be a lot of kids in that area, and they need something to do while their parents are shopping or whatever. That's a great location too. So don't think that strip malls are not a location to do. They're very popular also. Price per square foot just depends. It's different everywhere.
That's going to vary all over the country. I mean,
So that's hard to say.
Yeah.
And then you usually have I can't remember what the costs are called on my head, but it's usually costs for keeping the complex up, like they
cams.
Thank you.
Common area maintenance.
I was thinking CRMs. I'm like, no, it's not CRMs. But the
cams,
so there is,
yeah.
you have your price per square foot, plus then you have your cams on top of it. So at another percent, dollar per
And
square
some
foot.
places also will want weekly sales reports, and they want a piece of the profit after a certain amount as well. So
Yeah, so malls really do
be
that.
ready.
Yeah, so there's a lot of that. And then, so those were kind of his main questions, but I really feel like it's a great idea. I'm real excited about us being able to do it. But like I said, it's a process. So definitely. So, okay.
Is that all the questions?
That's all the questions he had.
Well, that wasn't so bad.
No. But good talking points for sure. And thank you for
Absolutely.
that, because we
Yes.
love questions like that. And then he's saying more people can chime in. So let me scroll down to the bottom and see if anybody, just other questions. So we'll get down to those. Okay. Let me go back up here. Okay. 720 Vending said more about Buc-ee's.
Oh, 720 says they opened a Buc-ee's here in Colorado last month. There we go. Buc-ee's
I
is
never
taking
been
over,
to Buc-ee's.
taking over the
big
world.
deal? I don't understand.
Well, dude, come to South Carolina. I'll take you to the one here.
Okay, I got to check it out. All right, so Claudette wants a question for you.
Here we go. Oh, actually, I've already addressed this in the comments.
Oh,
So
I'm
Claudette
sorry.
wants to know about the Facebook group about arcade games and pinball machines. He wanted to join. It's called the Carolina Arcade and Pinball Collectors.
Oh,
That's
nice.
the name of the group.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Pretty
yeah,
good
there
group.
it is. I see
Pretty
your
good
answer
group.
now. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Let's see.
Man, you're way back up there, aren't you?
Yeah, well, 19 minutes is not too bad. we've been further back than that before.
We have. We've been, like 30, 35 minutes, I think was our longest stretch.
Yeah. Let's see. Sorry, I just want to make sure we're covering. It looks like a lot of people are talking to each other. Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good.
They're all excited about the machine.
Yeah, you know what I was thinking about today? How it's been a whole month since the NBVA show in Las Vegas, and
I know. It's
I'm
sad.
like, man, it's already been a month since we went to that show, and it's like, what's the next thing? I'm already starting to think about what's the next. Is it IAPA? Is that the next
Yeah.
thing? So
yeah.
there
Except
was
for
something
your,
I was.
you have your auctions and stuff, don't you?
Well, there's the auctions, but there was something I was supposed to research this week, and I didn't get the chance to. We talked about it last week. It's another convention called the Atlantic Coast Expo in October in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So I dropped the ball this week, guys. I didn't get to research that, but I will be researching that and figuring out what's going on. Yeah, look at you shaking your finger. So that we'll figure that out soon. But even still, that's October. That's a long time away.
Yeah.
We need something before that.
That's my favorite month, man.
I know it's your favorite month. All right, another super chat from Waco's Car Wash channel, Elevators and More. This time a $5 super chat says, when I was riding the elevator at Austin Airport, the elevator struggled to level at the floor. Must have been an old elevator. Were its inspections up to date? I know you know. I know you know.
And Amelia and Sam had so much fun with those people mover, those things that make you walk faster.
Oh, yeah, at the Venetian.
Oh God, they had so much fun with those things. Remember, they were just having a blast, and they were at the airport too, and they're just like, this is so cool.
It was like they were in Mario World. You know what I mean? Like flying up and down the conveyor belt people mover things. It was nuts because they were on an incline and a decline too. All right, next comment comes from Holy Land Official. Says, before going to propose a location, do you guys recommend to Yelp or go on their social media page and DM them? Or is it better just to go to location face-to-face and pitch? Thanks in advance. So I'll just speak from my experience. I have never had success hitting a business up in their social media DMs and getting a location. Never once. I've tried it many times. In fact, I did 2 or 3 just this week. Most of the time, they don't even read it. And if they do, most of the time, they don't even respond. So, in my opinion, the best bet is definitely face-to-face.
So, and 100%. And I feel the same way. The only thing that I do online is I research them a lot. So I go to Google Images and Google Maps, and I look at the inside of the location. Usually there's photos of the indoors of that where I'd put the machine. Usually I try to find out, I'll Google like if they're in the chamber to find out, maybe the owner's name. I'll Google the actually I'll say owner of blah, blah, blah to see if I can find a person's name. So when we go in there, we can actually ask for that person. So we do a lot of research before we actually go out and pitch locations. Like if you saw our last video this week, we do keep flyers in our car because there are times that either you'll meet somebody or you just happen to stop in and go somewhere and you're like, oh, let's go pitch, and so we do keep that. But most of the time we put together a pretty extensive layout of where we're going to go and stuff and do a little bit of research before we go out. So it's definitely worth it to do that before you go, but always do it in person, 100%. Totally. So, and if you have a hard time with it, we're learning now, and this is something that I was sort of against till I went to actually MBVA this last month or so. And if you can't do it yourself, it's okay to use a locator as long as you use the right locator, and that they are building a relationship with you, not for you, that you work on it together. There's the one that spoke at our conference. Why is his name escaping me right now?
I don't
Joseph Deswago. I can't remember how to pronounce his last name. He did
Joey D. Joey D.
Joey D did a speech at our MBVA, and he's good with people, and some people just aren't, unfortunately. But if you work with somebody that is, and then he's in there. If you see him online, this is the difference I think between anybody else that I've seen that does this, is that you see pictures on people's pages of him standing with the owner of the business and that person that he got the location, shaking hands, taking pictures, and he's there with them. He's not on the phone calling him saying, I got this guy who wants to put a machine in there. He's actually with them. He comes out to the location and hunts with them. And I think that's a different a different thing. So if you do need help, I think that's okay as long as you use the right person. But you should definitely do it yourself, and you will get better. I promise you, you'll get really good at it after a while. So don't give up. So yeah.
And always just keep it casual. Just, walk in and ask them if they have any need for vending services or claw machine services. And then, like I said, sell the benefits. Don't talk about why you want to put a machine in there. Talk about why it would be good for them.
Have a nice flyer, and dress nice, and have a smile and go in there and just do your best, and like we say, it takes some time, but you'll get good at it. And there's a lot of videos out there too. Dominic did a couple of videos on it, so definitely research. There's some pitching videos out there too. So, Gumball Gold has a question.
Did you all pay more or less in income taxes this year? I'm not really going to discuss my tax information here on the stream, but I think I know where you're going with this, and I'm just going to decline to answer.
So my answer to that is we've gotten really good with our business and putting our money back into it. So we everything that we make, we've stuck back in. So we didn't have profit at the end of the year on purpose, just because we don't want to pay
buy more machines, create more business expenses, guys.
Yeah, grow your route, grow your business. Luckily we all have jobs other than this business, so we make money doing that, so we can put the money back in and grow. So that's what we recommend. Let's see. Thank you. Everybody's saying thank you.
I saw there was another question from Portia. Did you find that question?
Did I miss one? Let me see. Sure. Oh, here we go.
I think she had a follow-up. There we go. Portia wants to know, would you recommend an LLC right away when vending food and drink items? You may have answered this already. You can shorten the answer if so. The answer is yes. You definitely want to protect yourself. Depending on what you're doing, if some kid chokes on candy or a toy they got from one of your machines or something like that, you could be liable. And you definitely want, your business to be liable and not you personally. So LLC for sure. Sole proprietorship, that's another option you can look into. Have insurance, all those different things. We definitely recommend that right when you're getting started. Doesn't hurt.
So I'm pulling up, I wanted to talk about the Discord, and I'm pulling it up right now. So let me get in here.
Yeah.
And I'll get out of my messages so people don't see my personal messages first before I share my stuff. Okay. So here we go. All right. Man, that slows it down. Do you see how slow my connection got? Or is it not slow on your end?
Doesn't show it to me, no. Mm-mm.
Okay, good. Man, I feel like it's dragging now. Okay, so let me share this window. So I'm going to stop that one. Oh, wait. Is it? Okay, so here we go. So I wanted to talk about
make it big so we can see it, and also take the comment off the screen so it's not blocking it.
Oh, sorry. There we go.
go.
Thank you. Is that big enough?
Yeah, that's good.
See, I think it's slowly coming up. That's what I'm... Okay, so I wanted to... we also have a Yao... oh, yeah, I shared the whole... Did I share the whole window? I think I did. We'll see if the sound works or not.
It is the whole window,
wanted to talk...
Yes.
Yeah, so I wanted to talk about 2 new channels that are in the Discord this week that we're really kind of excited about. And the first one is has to do with our giveaway, which is All-Star Vending. And they contacted us last week and wanted very badly to have a channel that they could talk directly with people in the Discord and help them. And what they've actually done, which is super cool, is they're doing a special sale just for Discord members right now, which is 25% off just if you're in the Discord. So I won't show the code, which I probably already did.
You already did. You already did.
So
guys, if you want to take advantage of that, make sure you're a member of the Discord, though.
Yeah. So and so they're doing a 25% off coupon just for Discord members. Plus, they're giving us the $100 gift certificate to give away. But they're very active in the Discord and in their channel, which is absolutely awesome. You can see all day they were answering questions today for people, and they're just a great company. And we really are excited to have them in the Discord. And then we have another channel that's brand new as of last week, which is Pipeline Games. And so they're now in the Discord. And I know that Gary's been trying to answer as many questions as he can, but him and Jay have been working together because I know that Jay's in Japan right now, but so Gary's been helping, but they've got a new channel in here, and they're actually doing a testing club, which you guys need to go in the Discord and read about the testing club, because it's a great way to get machines at a discount and test them and give them your input and stuff on the new machines. So definitely check that out. But those are two new channels I kind of wanted to highlight. And then we actually have a new Yao submission also, which I
Oh,
wanted
nice.
to cover too. So, and then I wanted to talk about Yao, since we can kind of do that right now, actually, since we're on the subject. So, I had a conversation with Andy last week, and he wants to support Yao for the entire year, which is absolutely awesome. So, what
So
he
awesome.
wants, yeah, very cool. So, what they want to do at Candy Machines is they want to give away a triple shop candy machine every single month, to a student to get started in the business, and then give away a mini claw machine once a year to the people that have won the candy machine. So then they can basically expand and go to the next level, which is pretty
Oh,
awesome.
I love it. That's so
Yeah.
cool. I
It's
mean,
very cool.
how
So-
cool of Andy to jump in there and continue the program after probably having his head in a tornado right now, taking over candymachines.com. So cool
Yeah.
for him to come in there and offer the whole new thing. Anime Frank.
I know.
He knows what's on the screen right now.
He's so funny.
But yeah, I just think it's so cool that Andy was able to do that and keeping it going. So thank you, Andy, and candymachines.com for all the support. So cool.
Committing to a whole year of candy machines, triple shop, which is a great way to get into the business. It's something that you can buy product locally. You know, you can go to like Sam's Club and get gumballs if you can't order it. You know, even from getting it from
Or
candy machines.
Skittles, peanut M&Ms,
Yeah.
anything like that. Yeah, for
So,
sure.
I mean, if you need to get it locally, you can. You can get it from candymachines.com. But to commit to that for an entire year, we can't say thank you enough. We're very
Yes.
excited. So, at the end of the month, we'll be giving away our first candy machine, triple shop candy machine to a student, which is awesome. And then at the end of the year, we'll do a big drawing, probably to celebrate New Year's, because I think New Year's Day is actually our broadcast, I think, on New Year's Day. So we'll kick off the
Oh,
year.
really?
Yeah, I think it's the
That's
first.
one way to start 2024, right, guys?
Yeah, so we'll give
Or
away
2025. Wow, what am I saying?
and I think we'll be giving away a machine on that day too. I'm not sure which one or
Ooh.
how, but I think we'll do both. So, very cool. So, our next winner will be the last week of this month, and we'll be giving away a candy machine. So, let's go to. So, those of you who don't know kind of how the Discord works and what it is, I had a nice conversation with like All Star and kind of explained everything to them this week. If you remember the old days of AOL and chat rooms and stuff like that, that's kind of what this is
Yeah,
one
I mean,
giant-
back in the day, I was a big user of AOL, and then once my free 100 hours or whatever ran out, I moved to more localized stuff and free nets and different things like that, and then I got involved in IRC, known as Internet Relay Chat, and that's a lot what the Discord is like these days. There were servers with different channels on them, and that's basically Discord is the new version of that.
And Portia, this is kind of what we were talking about for you, because this is where you'd want to be. This is everything that you can possibly ever want to know. There's a search bar up here on the right hand side that you could search for anything. So if you wanted to learn about combo machines, there'll be a lot of posts in here. So you basically just type in combo, and then all the most recent posts in order will be of what people talking about. Combo machines and pictures and what they bought, what they found.
Such a great
ads. They're-
resource.
Yeah, it's just awesome. So, for people that are new to Discord, there is, our basic main channels, which are up here at the top. So this is where your giveaway is. So we talked about earlier, this is where you're going to enter to win. Right here, you just click enter. You enter to win your $100 gift certificate from All Star. And then down here below that is all the big stuff. So this is the questions that we get the most. This is Yao, all the information on that, which we're going to get to in a second. And then Claw Academy by Eli and Cody from Quick Play. If you wanted information on how to get involved in their program, they mentor people and help them. That's in here. And then these are all the discounts we're currently running including the one from All Star Vending. And then this is if you want to get your gamer wrap for your Mega Minis. And then we run polls every now and then. Then down here, you can become a premium member if you want. I think
It's not required.
Yeah, it's
Discord
not
is
required.
free. Discord is free, guys.
Yeah,
but if you want, there is a premium option. Exactly.
Yes, for sure. And it's like $2 a month or something. I think it's really cheap. And like, for example, today, Delwig, who runs kind of the Discord or helps us with it, and Anime Frank and I were in voice chat pretty much the whole day today, just kind of sitting in there talking to everybody.
You know, it's funny. I was working and I saw you guys in there, and I was like, I should jump in.
Oh, why
and
didn't you
crash
come
out.
in?
Because I was working.
Oh, okay. So yeah, but we, every now and then, so you get to actually talk to us, one-on-one, and we're in there all the time. Because the main voice hangout we don't go into very much. We usually go into the premium voice just because that's where most of us hang out. But it's a great resource also in the premium chat, because that's where you're going to find kind of the more serious conversations, I feel, are usually in the premium chat about their business and that kind of stuff. General is where everybody hangs out. So that's going to be your main feed of everything, and it's basically by the minute there's posts in here. I mean, that's how often or how active it is. We're currently at like 3,400 members right now, which is crazy. And then down below you've got all the vendors. So these are all the people that have their own channel in here, including, you got candymachines.com, Nyax. With Candy Machines, we have a support channel just for Nyax. So I saw Gumball Gold mention it earlier up top. I didn't get to his comment, but there was a lot of questions on Nyax and support. We have our own channel just for support with Nyax. So join the Discord, guys. If you're having Nyax issues, like, this is where you need to be, because you can get them solved a lot quicker than trying to do it on your own. So come in and we can help you. And then other tips and topics and stuff down here. But that's kind of how the Discord works. Anything I didn't cover, really? No?
No, I think you did a good job, man. Good job.
Okay, thanks, man. Okay, so we got a new submission today. Do you want to read it?
It's too like blurry on this screen.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Hold on. Okay, I got it on my other screen though. Let me make it full screen just so I can see it better. All right, this is Samara. Okay, Samara. Okay, so it says, "Hi, my name is Samara Hammond, and I have always wanted to own a claw machine. This opportunity with the Yow raffle may help me realize this dream of mine. I have always wanted to own a claw machine business because I love plushies." So awesome. "I love talking to people and I love claw machines. Every time I've ever seen a claw machine, I always have to hide my wallet from myself. Otherwise, I would spend all my money. A free machine through candymachines.com and the Yow organization could help me make some money on the side with little investment. This is one of my lifelong dreams, and I truly hope I win. I wish everyone else good luck, and I hope we can all meet at the NBVA conference one day." Oh, how cool.
Nice. So, so we're doing candy machines right now, and then at the end of the year, if you do win a candy machine, you'll be entered to win a claw machine also. So
Nice.
You may win both, which is pretty awesome. Very
Heck
cool.
yeah.
All right, so hopefully you can hear this. You ready?
Sure, go for it. We cannot hear it.
You cannot hear it? Okay.
No.
So I don't think I shared the window correctly. So hold on one second. Let me minimize that. And then
After these messages, we'll be right back.
so I have to share the window, I think is what I have to do. So let me do it that way.
Yes.
Then it should work. Okay.
Make sure the sound option is checked.
It is. Let's see. All right, you ready? Let's try this again.
Go for it.
All right, here we go. Is that working now?
No. No sound.
No sound?
No sound.
Okay, so can you open it on yours? Because I can't.
Sure.
For some reason, it's
Sure.
not working on mine. So I don't know why. It's supposed to work when I do that, but it didn't. So I apologize, everybody. Technical difficulties. I could
right,
hear it
let me
on
do
my
this.
computer just fine, but for some reason, I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm going to answer some more questions while you're doing that. See, I hear it. Okay, so I'm going to add it. Ready?
Okay.
Oh, but you're going to hear me talk, so I got to stop talking. Okay.
All right, there we go. You guys ready?
Here we go.
Here we go.
My name's Samara Hamam, and I'm 16 years old, and I would really like a claw machine, a mini claw machine from like candymachines.com, because I'm like super interested in them, and I want to start my own business with them, obviously. And I just feel like it'd be really interesting to work with something that I've been interested in since I was a kid, and it's obviously very fun, and it's like a fun business, and you get to deal with like kids and like making like kids' days when they win something, and I just feel like it'd be a lot of fun to do. So that's why I'm entering the Yao raffle, and yeah, I really hope I win.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. Very cool. Well, so glad to get another entry in there. Very cool.
Can you remove that because it's making me echo?
Yeah, 1 second.
Okay.
Stop sharing. There we go.
There we go. Thank you. Yay, better. Okay.
All right, so Samara, good luck. Thanks for
good
your
luck.
entry.
And for anybody else that wants to get involved in Yao, if you have friends, family, your own kids, and you want to get involved, all you got to do is go to yaokids.org. It's all on the website. You can contact us. All we need is a brief little introduction of who they are and a 1-minute video of why they'd be interested in winning a Candy Machines triple shot candy machine and possibly a mini claw machine. And and what the plans are for the business, that kind of stuff. Really short, 1 minute actually goes pretty fast, and we'd love to hear from you guys. And we're trying to grow. Those of you who want stickers for your machines, we do have those available. It's a great way to support Yao, and you can also make donations on the website. So, very cool.
Very cool.
Question, you ready?
Let's go. Let's do this. What's the question?
Sorry, guys.
All right. The Diary of Daniel says, what's your approximate success rate when pitching mini claw machines? When I was cold calling for snack and beverages, I found that my success rate was 1 to 2%. Mini claws are new for me. Well, I don't really have a lot of mini claws. I've only, it's kind of funny. So I actually pitched it to 2 different locations. Both said yes. And so I put a full-size claw machine in one and the mini claw machine in the other. So therefore, it was pretty successful for me. But your mileage may vary. Jonathan, you probably have a better answer for this than I do.
It's hard. It's not easy. We have a pretty good success rate, but also it's my kids that do the pitching. So I can't say that I don't have a little bit more of an advantage. We have a little bit more of an advantage over a lot of people because, when kids are 14 and 12, they're a lot cuter than an adult going in there asking to put a machine in there.
Right.
But I know that we've been to probably at this point over 300 and something locations, and we are just a little over 100 machines. So that gives you an idea of how many places we've had to hit. I mean, it's a lot.
So you're like 33%.
Yeah, I mean, and that's with cute kids. So I mean, it's hard, Daniel. It is not easy. I think that in the beginning, it was a lot harder for us. I think it's a lot easier now. So our success rate has gone up over time. I think that once you get going, then people start seeing your machines around and they go, oh yeah, I saw your machine at whatever. Or you can mention locations that you're at and that helps you land more locations. The nonprofit helps us land locations. So all that tied into everything, it can help you. There's a lot of stuff out there that can help you. We have a really nice flyer that we made. But yeah, it's not easy, and it definitely is harder in the beginning. But you've already pitched, it sounds like, for a full line. So there's so much more benefits to mini claw machines, and they're so much easier to place because they're so small that you can get into locations a lot easier and without a lot of space. So
Totally.
And I think there's more locations out there too. Like you really, like Matt can tell you, you've got to have a location of at least almost 100 employees, to have them almost make sense with full line. Otherwise, you're going to be, it's going to be a hard go.
Let's just say this, Daniel. I think you'll have a much easier time locating mini claw machines than you will full line vending machines.
Yeah.
There's a lot more opportunity out there.
Well, and there's not many new businesses that open up that need that kind of service like you do with, like mini claws and restaurants and that kind of stuff. Like a lot of the places have been in business for a really long time and already have somebody in there. So it's a lot harder to acquire those locations and without buying.
That's my problem. I was late to the party in my town. There's a couple big vendors that already have a lot of the good locations on lockdown. So therefore, got to find new ones. That's the air horn. That means we got another super chat. Another one from Waco's Car Wash Channel, Elevators and More. This one a $5 super chat. Says, have you all been to the San Antonio Riverwalk in San Antonio, Texas? No, I have not.
I've never been to
Texas. I've been to El Paso, Texas, Dallas, Texas, Houston, Texas, and Austin, Texas, but never San Antonio, Texas. So no.
Nope, me neither. I've never been to Texas yet. PA Pokemon Pulls.
PA Pokemon Pool says, I got to rent some children. Definitely makes it easier for landing locations. That's for sure.
Oh, man, look at this.
Jake Hudson says, this is an awesome stream. Thanks, Jake.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate that. That's so cool.
Smash that like button, people. We need
Yes, guys, smash the like button. Help other people find the stream. We would really appreciate that.
Here's a
Here's a tip from Gumball Gold when it comes to new locations. He says, pitch restaurants before their grand opening, and they always say yes. I got 3 new restaurants in the last 2 weeks. Each one is making $60 a day. That's really cool. That's awesome.
He does candy machines, just so everybody knows. So he does like triple shop candy machines and stuff like that. So
and they're making $60 a day?
Dang.
Man. Those
crazy.
restaurants are at Disneyland. Congratulations on those new locations. That's awesome.
Very cool. Here's another advice from Vending Club.
Vending Club says, make best friends with business owners. Yes, I agree. I placed a mini in a random art studio 35 minutes away without knowing the owners are building an axe throwing center, and now I'm placing a full arcade in a week. Boom.
Dang, that's awesome, man. Congratulations.
You know what's funny though? That's actually great advice. So like I've been focusing on my little mini small downtown area, and all the owners know each other, guys. So like, I'm in really good with the game store owner. We're friends at this point. I'm in really good with the hot dog shop owner. I was just there. We went there for dinner tonight. We talked to them for half an hour. But all those owners talk, and so they're gonna tell each other, what kind of service you're providing to them, or if it's something that one of them wants for their location or for their business, and they say, hey, I was really thinking about getting a claw machine. All the other owners are going to jump and say, well, call this guy. He does great for me, or different things like that.
And they all talk.
Yes, they definitely all talk. They all know each other. They're usually tight-knit groups. So definitely, provide great service to those owners.
So let's talk about the giveaway again, since we're at
Let's do that.
Already.
It's 10:15. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Sure, I'll do it.
Sorry. Okay.
Yes, that means we're an hour and 17 minutes to be exact into the stream already. So let's talk about the giveaway one more time. So you guys all saw how to get to enter this by Jonathan's wonderful Vanna White presentation. He showed you exactly where to go in the Discord, how to click on the link to fill out the form. But look at all these options that you're going to be able to choose from, guys. So obviously you're getting a $100 gift card to All-Star Vending. They've got some amazing products on their website that you can choose from. I've been looking at this 2.5-inch jumbo slow rise fast food squishy items over there. Looking at the popcorn, the donut, the soda, the French fries, the taco, all those cool things over there. I mean, just imagine how crazy the kids will go for that stuff. But also on the left-hand side, the velvety soft plush. I just got a new order of that, and guys, it's so cool. It's so soft, super high quality. Kids will love that too. Some of them have the sparkle eyes too. So, if you want to make sure that your plush has big, attractive eyes, that's going to be a good option too. But they've also got so many cool things for bulk vending, for flat vending, if you want to do tattoos or stickers. So many great options. Again, $100 to All-Star Vending. Go on over to the Discord, click on that link in the All-Star Vending giveaway tab with the little rainbow. Fill out the form, and then you're registered to win. We're going to give it away 2 weeks from today, guys. So get signed up.
So awesome. Very cool.
It is totally awesome. And thank you again to All Star Vending for
Yeah.
working with us on that. Glad you guys are in the Discord now. Hopefully you'll get a lot of good questions and good orders from everyone in the Discord.
And thank you for being responsive to the Discord members and
Yes,
stuff quickly
yes.
and being, because that means a lot to them. It means a lot to us because we recommend, you know, all you vendors, and we want them to get good service, and you guys are just crushing it. So thank you so much. It means a lot to us. So thank you.
Totally.
So good companies, you guys. This is the companies you want to work with. So, another one. Ready?
No. And another one. Here we go. It's Waco's Car Wash Channel. Elevators and More coming again with another $5 super chat. This one talking about gas prices. Said gas prices have skyrocketed to $3.39. Wow, they're more expensive than mine now. Mine are $3.24. Jonathan, you're probably $5, right? You're
$5.56 a gallon.
Dang, man!
And
How do you guys live in California?
Elite. I was talking to Elite today in the premium chat, and he's in LA, and he thinks it's like 580 something down there.
How do you guys live in California?
I don't know, and the fact that we don't have an EV car is so stupid. Like I feel so dumb every time I'm filling my tank. I'm like, this is, and you know, we have an Acadia which gets like 22 miles a gallon,
Right.
and we are, you know, like if you saw our video, we talked about like our locations are far, like they're not close to us, so we need to drive there just to do our route and then drive all the way back home. So
I was just super impressed by that giant box of money bags. I mean, holy cow!
And
I mean, that just goes to show you guys how successul they are over there.
Yeah,
so
and that's
cool,
just one
man.
of 4, you know. Well, then we have the one for in town too.
Right,
there's
right.
5 of those little baskets, but it has helped us out so much. So hopefully that helps somebody else. And we get those free from Wells Fargo. The luggage tags, you know, you can get in my description. Everything was in there, but
Yeah.
we've done so many different types of organization, you know, over the years, and like we had such a hard problem with toppers and keychains and stuff getting damaged and lost in the bottom of our bags and stuff, and you know, and go in there and talk to Lloyd at Stitches, because our stuff, like our shirts, like, I mean, he does legit really good stuff, and we've been very impressed with him. So highly recommend him to people, and we don't get anything for recommending him. We just, when we find something we really like, we love sharing that with everybody, because it makes you look legit, you know, like you're serious. And so those bags and all the stuff he did for us have been phenomenal, so we're very excited. So okay, what else did I want to cover tonight? So we did that, we talked about that, we did the question. I wanted to mention the claw stand again, because we're trying to get some pre-sales on that so we can get an idea of what we're looking at for orders. And so if you do want one of those, please do a pre-order on those. You can go to clawstand.com, and there's a video in the Discord of them testing it, and they're doing a final test tonight.
Do you want to share the video?
Yeah, it's in the Discord. It's in the general.
Where in the general?
It would have been It would have been yesterday.
Yesterday, man. Come on.
I know. What are you doing? You're not up on the times, man. Get up on the times. But you have to share your screen. Well, actually,
let me find it first.
Okay. But it's the reason, and it's kind of exciting. And yes, you know, we've had, you know, everybody's got stuff to say about it, but when you see it, it does seem kind of wide. The reason that it is wide is that you can't tilt it left, you can't tilt it right, you can't tilt it forward. It has the cool part about it is that it's designed so you can actually attach the stand at home, put it in your car, and roll it into your location. And there's actually an extra piece of metal that bolts to the back, so they can't tilt it backwards either. But it allows you to still use the wheels on your machine and wheel it into the location, and makes it easier to set up. There's a lot of cool features about it. And then the brackets slide in and out, so you can adjust it to any claw machine that you have, no matter what the brand. And they're having a smaller one that's coming out for the OG minis, for those of you, because those get shaken a lot, and so that solves that problem too. Did you find it?
I did. I've got it ready to go.
Okay.
But I'm not going to share audio. What I want you to do is kind of give us a commentary of what's happening or any tests that they're doing here.
So if you look at the stand, if you see, so on each side of it there is those bolts come up through the bottom, and those are actually fixed. But the bracket itself, the black bracket that's attached to the machine, that actually has grooves in it that allows that bracket to slide in and out. So you can fit that to any machine that's on the market. So whether it's a Super Mini, Golden House, Mega Mini, whatever it may be, it's universal for any machine, which is awesome. So basically, all you need to do is just put the brackets on, put the machine on there, and then attach it to it. Like bring your brackets in, and then put your nuts on there and screw it into the machine. There's self-tapping screws that attach to the machine, and you're good to go. And what he's doing here is that she told him, I guess he works with her at the factory, and she's like, go ahead, try to tilt that thing.
Right.
She's teasing him with it. And so she had him test it, and you can see how hard it is to actually.
So it's only 6 seconds. So let's go ahead and play the 6-second clip here. Let's see how this goes. Ready?
Yep. So he finally got it. So the stand, I mean, you really gotta give it a lot of effort to get it.
It looks heavy. I mean, it's solid steel, right?
Yeah, solid steel, 50 pounds. And what you'll notice on the back, so you see where the bracket stops right there. They don't have that extra piece. You see where the wheels are on the stand right there. There's an extra piece that goes on the very back that attaches once you get it to the location, so you can't tilt it backwards either. So no matter whether you go forwards or backwards, this is without that piece. But it's a really good demonstration on how hard it is to I mean, like you could see, I mean, he's really gotta give it a lot.
It's funny because he looks surprised, like, oh my God, I was thinking I was going to be able to just flip that over. And
yeah,
like, did you see the look on his face?
Yeah,
here's one more time. He's like, whoa.
So it's pretty cool. So that keeps people from shaking it left or right, tilting it. I mean, they really got to get on there. And if it's up against a wall, it's even harder to do it, So it solves the problem of people shaking your machines to get toys out of it. It solves the problem of liability of it falling on somebody. I know that David had that issue at one of his locations. Some little girl and almost fell on top of her, and Delwig lost the location because that same thing where people were tilting the machine and stuff, and they told him to get it out of there. So it should help a lot of people, and that's kind of the goal. And so definitely, if you're interested, go to clawstand.com. We're very excited about it. And the ultimate goal is to have these here in the States and be able to ship them directly to people someday for less is kind of the goal. But right now, the other option is if you order machines from Rainey, she pretty much will probably be shipping them for free with the machines. So that's the best way to do it because you save on shipping completely at that point because you're just paying to ship the machines, and she'll just throw it on the pallet with the machines and you're good to go. So that's your best bet if you want to order some Mega Minis or even OG Minis. But yeah, so thanks, man.
Cool. So it looks like there's a lot of questions in the comments. First question is from Claw Mania Vending. Wants to know how well will the stand work with uneven floors? Do you have any information on that?
Yeah, so that's why kind of the other reason that it's so big, because if it was smaller, then you're going to have that wobbly thing. But with the size of it and it being 50 pounds, you don't have that issue. So most tiles are like, 12-inch tiles and stuff. So no matter where you put this, you're not going to have that problem. It's going to be it's big enough that it kind of solves that issue of it moving around. And that was part of the size of it too, was to make sure that you don't have that wobbly issue. It actually solves a lot of that too. So it's pretty nice.
Good.
So
perfect. All right. Other question I saw was from Hero 3 is asking, so it adds 6 inches to the machine basically?
It's 14. It's a little bit more than that. I don't have the measurements on me. I can get the measurements for you. But so you got the brackets, and then you got probably another 3 or 4 inches on each side of the bracket for width. Depth, it sticks out about 3 inches from the front, and then and a little bit in the back. So it's pretty big. It's a pretty big stand. But the idea is that there's a reason for that, for the tilting and all that kind of stuff. So, but Vibe Source had another question.
Says, where can I get some of those?
Oh. Go to clawstand.com.
Where can you buy them, Jonathan?
Yeah, clawstand.com for sure. And definitely, if you have questions, please contact us. I'm all about talking about it and answering questions. And I have the dimensions on a PDF file and can give you the exact dimensions to make sure it's going to fit in your location or whatever it may be. But yeah.
And one more from Clawmania Vending. I think this is a great option too for version 2.0 or maybe some expansion in the future. He wants to know, is there going to be a plate where you can mount 2 machines, 1 plate?
So we've talked about that, and we think that that's in the future, because David is a good example of that. Every one of his locations, he's got 2 machines, and he did that because of this issue. So the reason he started putting 2 machines at all of his locations was because he was having the issue of people tilting him and that kind of stuff. So he ended up putting 2 machines. But we are talking about that. The issue is size and weight. So you're talking it's going to be 100-pound stand. And it's going to be pretty big. So shipping is going to be pretty costly for something like that. So it's whether or not somebody would want to pay for that, we don't know, but it can be done for sure. So
good info. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah. What's the next one?
Hero 3 wants to know, will a heavier stand be in the works?
50 pounds. That's pretty heavy. I don't know how much heavier you want than that. That's pretty substantial. Like once you add it to the machine, like it's pretty heavy.
Man, lots of questions are just rapidly coming in regarding the stands for your only stands. Vibe Source says it's genius. I'm definitely going to be buying a few. That's cool.
Nice.
Sounds like you got some future customers here. Albert Paulo says, how high is the stand? You got the dimensions there, you said?
It's in my email, and I don't. If I pull up Safari, for some reason, it slows everything down.
Yeah, don't do that.
I can't pull that up right now.
Let's not crash the stream.
Yeah. Yeah. See. Yeah. But it's like, what they say, 6 millimeters. Is that right? So it's like a quarter inch. It's like a quarter inch thick. It's pretty.
It's like steel. I mean, it's like thick steel.
It's solid. Yeah.
Vending Club also says 50 pounds spread out is actually much stronger than it sounds. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Much different than putting it inside the machine, which he says in the future in another comment here. He says, if it was 50 pounds inside the machine, it would be different, but it spreads out across 2.5 feet. You would need to be trying really hard to tip over that machine.
Yeah, because we used to do that. We've got some weights, and put them in a couple of our machines, hoping that would, but it's still, they're top heavy. That's the problem with it. Once you fill them up, like you think the bottom is heavy, but it's actually not. Like once you put toys in the top, these things like tip really easy, and that's the major issue, is that it's easy for people to rock them. But once you put 50 pounds and then spread it out, like he's saying, then it solves that issue really fast. So, yeah, pretty awesome. So,
totally.
Okay. All right. Back to what's next. All the comments were about that. I'm trying to see if we missed any comments.
I'm sure we missed a ton of comments, guys. If there's any comments out there that we missed that you want us to address, make sure you repost them.
Yes,
so that we can hit them up, because as you know, when we're in discussion or things like that, a lot of comments come through. So a lot of times we do get to miss comments. So again, if there's something you want addressed or something you posted earlier that we missed, post it again. Let us know.
I was going to tell you too, that I don't know if people, we haven't talked about him in a long time, but he's in here and I wanted to bring it up, but
Pokemon Polls in the house.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking for Pokemon cards for your machines, this is your guy, and he's in the Discord. Contact him. We just got some more from him. Great prices. He has a YouTube channel where he opens the packs live and then sees what's in them and stuff, and it's people really like watching those videos. And he sells his Pokemon cards. So this is a great way to get bulk cards super cheap. And I know Matt, because he's close to him, he's actually met with him, but has bought quite a few.
We actually used to work together back when I lived up north.
Doing what?
We worked in the call center industry together.
Oh, okay. Very
cool. We were both on the phones. That was back in the day.
I'm thinking he's got to be our age, because he must be around our age, because everything he says reminds me of myself. So,
totally.
The edges are rounded, so it's rounded all the way around our Sorry, you can read that. I did that again. Sorry.
We're getting better at it. All right. Albert says for version 2.0, you might want to round the edges. People might trip on the stand. So the edges are already rounded, you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's round around him, but as far as like most people, even when they come up to the machine, we kind of they don't go that far, if that makes sense, because the where you play the machine, the control, this joystick and the button actually sticks out about 4 inches from the front of the machine. So you don't really have that unless you want to go around the side, but it doesn't. I don't know if it sticks out far enough that might be a problem. And usually these aren't kind of in the middle of the floor like people would be walking around them. They're kind of tucked against a wall. But I don't know if we could round or smooth the edges off to be flat or not. I don't know. I could find out, but I wouldn't want it to be affect the rigidity. Is that right? Rigidity of the edges of it. If you smooth it off, it might have a tendency to.
It might take away from its effectiveness, right?
Yeah. So
I get what you're saying.
Mm-hmm. Oh, question for you, sir.
All right, Brawlicon wants to know, Galaxy Games, when is the dates for the next auction? Well, funny you should ask, because I just happen to have it up right here on my screen. Let me go ahead and share my screen for that too. Why not?
Okay, sure.
All right, so for those of you that are ever interested in attending the auctions, you can always find the information for the auctions located at auctiongamesales.llc.com/auctions. Now, if you just go to auctiongamesales.llc.com, you'll need to click on the link for the auction dates. But here you go. So the next one up is May 11th in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. It always takes place at the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds, which is literally right across the street from the Wake Forest Deacons football stadium. So if it ever lines up during football season when there's a game day, that day is always a nightmare for traffic. So just FYI. Then after that, there's actually 2 in a row in Tennessee, which is in Sevierville, Tennessee, just outside of Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge. So some cool things to do in the area there is there's a really cool indoor water park hotel right next door to the convention center where the auctions are held. You're also close to Dollywood if you're into amusement parks, so you can go check that out. But June 8th and then July 13th will be the next Tennessee auctions. Then for the rest of the year, we've got August 17th in North Carolina, October 12th in Tennessee, October 26th in North Carolina, and then November 23rd in Tennessee and December 14th in North Carolina. So lots of auctions left this year. If any of you out there wanting to attend, you may see me there, you may not. I don't get to all of them. So I do try, but as you can see, look at this. I mean, there's literally one auction a month, sometimes 2 in the same month. Like look at this. Those are 2 weeks apart. So, I try to get to them all, but I definitely can't make it to them all. But, I'll probably get to at least a couple more this year. But that's where you go to find out when the auctions are, in case you were ever wondering.
Very cool, man.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go back to that comment so I can take it off. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. Oh, yeah. He's saying, go ahead and read that one too.
Brawlicon says, you get Pokemon cards, also One Piece. I think he's referring to PA Pokemon polls. Yeah, PA Pokemon polls can usually get Pokemon cards, Lorcana, One Piece, and probably some other things too. I don't know. PA Pokemon polls, throw in the comments if there's anything else you cover other than Pokemon, One Piece, Lorcana, I don't know, maybe Magic. I don't know what else you might cover or what else you might carry. But throw in the comments. Let us know.
One Piece is really big right now. We've got some stuff in One Piece in our machines, and it does really well. A lot of anime stuff is really popular right now. A lot of Sanrio stuff's really popular too. So if you're like doing any kind of Hello Kitty, Sanrio, that stuff's popular also. Here's another comment. It's a good one.
All right, this one from Barclaw says, I'm glad I tuned in tonight. I now want to get my kids 8 and 9 a candy machine so they can work on pitching. Yeah, for sure. Totally.
Candy
I think it's a great way.
Yeah, and I think those are really easy to place, especially for kids.
I mean, they don't require any electricity, so it doesn't need to be near a plug. They're pretty much a very small size. They take up very small footprint. And you can buy all your product locally. You don't have to worry about shipping for your product too. So it's a great way to go. Great way to start.
So, and then on candy machines, they have 2 different versions of their candy machines, the triple ones. I highly recommend the triple ones. There's a triple shop and then a triple time. We use the triple time, and the reason being is that the containers that you can actually remove them out of the machine and clean them or swap out the candy or whatever, and we find that very helpful. The triple shop has the actual, like, it's a metal trough, so it's a little nicer, where the candy, any extra candy will fall into. So a lot of people like that because that's actually metal, where the triple time is just plastic. But we like the fact that you can take those out because where we live, it gets 105 degrees to 110 degrees in the summertime. So we have to swap out our candy during the summertime to something that won't melt.
No chocolates.
Yeah, no
Mike and Ike,
chocolate.
Skittles. stuff
No
like that.
Skittles, any of that stuff will just melt.
Skittles
So-
melt too. Okay. good
Oh
to
yeah,
know.
they get stuck together. So,
Right.
and it always seems like these machines are right next to the front door or the windows or
of
whatever.
course.
So, yeah, so that's helpful to us. But
Yeah.
but both machines
And
are great.
and with those triple heads, you can get your Eli quick play tilt.
There you go.
Action. You can get your practice in for that too.
Yeah, Amelia's got
make-
that down.
Just make sure you give him credit if you're going to do it on video.
Question from Hero 3.
All right, this from Hero 3 says, who do I hit up for good stuff for mini claws? The watches, Pokeballs, plush. There's different vendors in the Discord you can talk to. Eva is one. I think there's some other ones in there too. But definitely, go check out All Star Vending. They've got some great stuff for mini claw machines. Really good mixes. I know there's some other suppliers out there as well when it comes to stuff for your mini claw machines. But All Star has some really nice stuff. I just ordered a bunch of stuff from them. I ordered a bunch of those I want to say they're 3-inch balls too. You might have seen them in the game store video from last weekend. We sprinkled some of those on top of the machine. But it was super
Sprinkles on
cheap.
top.
Yeah, sprinkled on top. I wonder who I got that from.
Yeah.
But there's so many great things. Brawlicon says Nick's Vending in the Discord. Like there's so many different suppliers
Nick's
out there. but-
Vending, Toy Box
Yeah.
HQ.
I saw
And
Red
and,
Claw.
a
I
lot of
think
these,
Red Claw's one. Yeah.
a lot of these vendors now are getting their certificates. They're becoming legit. So, that's something to look out for. Make sure that you're getting, product that is approved to sell in the U.S. And most of these vendors are getting to that point now. So, but you mentioned one of the biggest ones, I think, right in your description, which is good stuff. They have the licensed stuff that you probably want. Another one that's really good is Fiesta Toy. I think
Fiesta, yes.
they have a lot more mini stuff than Good Stuff has. Good Stuff has a lot of the bigger stuff, but Fiesta Toy is another really good one. All Star, of course, they have a couple really cool mixes that do really well, even just as fillers. And then you can get some really nice stuff to put in there and mix whatever. But their mini plush is, I think it's 57 cents delivered or something like that.
I think that might have been a show special or something like
okay.
that. So you might want
59
to check with them. Just go on their website, give them a call, talk to them in the Discord. They'll answer all your questions. They're
great.
super responsive right
Sharon's
now. Yeah,
awesome.
for sure.
So
Yeah.
glad to have them in there. So very cool.
Totally.
But try to do the state stuff first and see what you can find, and then use toppers like those Pokemon, the Boo packs and stuff like that kids really want. So you can do that kind of stuff too versus Pokeballs or whatever. So there's always options. But
Totally.
let's see. Oh, he wants to give something away.
Vending Club says, can I get in contact with you for the next giveaway? I think it'd be interesting to do some custom 3D printed business cards for some winners. I'm sure we can work something like that out. Yeah, definitely. Talk to us in the Discord. In like a DM or whatever. We can talk about that for sure.
Another place to do it too is in the Discord. So like Toy Box HQ and a few other people.
You can just do a regular giveaway in the Discord for sure.
Yeah, which is pretty awesome. So that's 3,400 people, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see.
We could talk more about some of the other suppliers. Like I know you had mentioned Fiesta and some of their things. We discovered Fiesta at IAPA this past year, and I know they had some really, really nice, really cool stuff that I know. I spent time in my video from IAPA, kind of going over some of the things they had. Looks like you got your paperwork
stuff today. Actually,
nice.
My catalog out. So
I've got that same catalog. Yes.
Yeah. So they've got. I mean, it's probably going to be hard to see on here, but I wanted to show.
Yeah.
So they've got like the Sanrio stuff, which is what I was talking about. That's really popular right now.
Yes.
I don't know if I can focus on that or not. Maybe it won't. But they've got
We can see the
sangria.
pictures, but not the text.
Oh, okay. No, that's fine. I just wanted to show the
Yeah.
pictures because they have some really cute stuff. And then remember they had the top ramen stuff and the, or the
Yes.
ramen stuff, and like that was we ordered some of the Kool-Aid guy because we think he'd probably be something that you just don't
Oh,
see
for sure. Yeah.
a lot of.
Oh, and the
so
Kraft macaroni and cheese
Oh yeah,
stuff.
the macaroni and cheese.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's the
kids
kind of
love that
stuff
stuff.
Yeah. So if you guys, I believe I gave somebody this to post in the Discord, so hopefully that's in there somewhere. But they're out of LA, so they ship pretty quick. And it's really reasonable shipping. And I'm trying to think. Oh, I will get to it. But anyways, another good company, Fiesta Toy. Flatline's got some great stuff. Some
Totally,
good mixes
totally.
too. But yeah, so. All right. Here's Vending Club. He said he just ordered some stuff from Good Stuff.
Vending Club says, good stuff is amazing. I just got a shipment of 8.5-inch Marios. They're doing really well in my Mega Treasure and Key Catcher. There we go. That's awesome.
And speaking of that, medium size plush, All Star's doing the 25% off just for Discord members. So if you're looking for medium plush, 8 to 10 inches, they're doing a sale on that right now for Discord people. So very cool.
Totally.
You got some good videos you've had come out the past couple of weeks, man. Some great collections.
I'm trying for sure.
I wanted to tell you because I've been watching it, while I'm doing either stuffing stuff or
Stuffing
folding
Pokemon
laundry
cards,
or
yes.
whatever I'm doing. I've been watching a lot of your videos and it's good stuff. I mean,
Thanks, man.
awesome,
Appreciate that.
awesome
Appreciate
stuff.
that.
So, for those of you, I'm sure everybody in here has probably been to his channel and watched his videos, but your new stuff, it just seems like you got a rhythm going, you and Dawn and what you're doing, and you seem a lot more like upbeat and happy about your locations now that you're doing a little more of the amusement stuff. And you know what I mean?
Right.
It's very cool.
Right.
Yeah, very cool. Very
I
positive.
mean, we definitely have more fun at those kind of locations, and because full line, it's full line. It's not as exciting, but you're playing with toys, you're putting toys in the machine, kind of showing off some of the new things that we've got to put in the machine. So I think that's always been fun. But it's just a lot of fun. I mean, amusement is fun for sure.
Well,
a lot more fun than full
I
line.
feel bad about our video that I released this week because the kids were out playing, the dogs were barking, and everything else, and I couldn't concentrate. So I kept saying and so, and I went back and watched it when I was editing. And I'm like, this video is horrible. Like I can't even talk. So I mean, to see somebody do it well, it really shows like what you're doing, and so it's pretty awesome because I'm not that good. And
Well, I mean, so I'm not trying to knock you here at all, but let's be honest. So I post a lot more videos than you do. So
Yeah.
I've got a lot more practice. And just like how we talk to people about how you get better at pitching locations, making videos is the same way. The more you do it, the better you get, the more comfortable you are speaking, the more the better things flow. So
Well-
I think everyone in the comments will agree with me. You just need to make more videos.
And I gotta say, and before we went to MBVA, like Amelia she wasn't so into doing the videos as much as she was before. Like she had a lot
Sure.
of fun, and
Sure.
I think that her age that she's at now, it's there's a lot of things that teen girls go through at school, and just how you feel about yourself, and there's a lot more feelings going on in that age.
I'm also the father of a teen girl, so I'm right there with you.
So you know what I'm saying, and I think
I
that
do,
she was
I
sort
do.
of feeling that. But then she went to MBVA and met all those people, and they were excited to meet her. And like, we went down to Fremont Street and had that whole experience. And
Not a none.
not a none. And when we got back, she's a totally different person when it comes to the vending stuff. Like
It's
she's like
funny
all-
how Las Vegas and the NBVA conference
Yeah.
re-energizes all of us with the whole vending and even YouTube and everything like that, because a lot of us that are there are on YouTube, so we share a lot of best practices. We talk a lot about vending in general, and like I said, it's just very motivational for all of us, and it
Yeah.
kind of lights a fire under us for sure.
Yeah, so I've been trying to do some videos, and like even Amelia, well, she saw me filming, and she
Yeah,
came running
yeah.
over, and she was doing homework and out there in the backyard, and she came running over, and she's like, "Hi," and I'm like, "Hey," so she was real excited to get involved.
Yeah,
in it. I thought
yeah,
that was
for
pretty
sure.
cool. So it feels good that she wants to do more stuff. We don't really. We do some collection videos, but we're just kind of shying away from that and just trying to do more about, the business itself. So hopefully it helps more people get started and stuff. So, another question for us.
All right,
Oh, wait,
this one from
Mr.
Hero
Orchid.
3.
Yeah, go ahead. I got one for you after this.
Okay.
Sorry.
So from Hero 3 for hospitality, it just says hospitality. So I'm
Right.
guessing that's you. Anyway, it says, I like your full line videos more than the claws and the stickers. Any chance you'll pump out more full line videos?
So funny story on that. Actually, Natalie has taken over doing our full line. So she full on, she stocks it, does everything for the full line, and she's owned it. Like she's been. So I just got to go out and film her, honestly, because she comes and does it, and she'll put you to shame, Matt. I mean, she's really freaking good now, and like amazing, and
Yeah.
she so she, I think I just need to go out and film her doing it, and that's it. So I'll do that. But I haven't been going for the full line. I've been doing my own stuff while she's been doing that on her own. So muscles and all now. And I think I just need to go film her. So for sure, we'll get some of those too. But it'll be her doing it. She's all about it. So, yep. Let's see.
I don't know if you want to share what I'm sharing something on. I'm sharing my screen for something. I don't know if you want to share it or not, but I think it's pretty funny. It's kind of it's kind of a throwback to an old Howard Hospitality Group YouTube video. So do you want to explain how this happened?
Go ahead. You remember?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I wasn't there. Obviously, I was just watching the video.
Okay, so I'll fill everybody in. So we went to go fill this machine. It's at a hotel, and I think what the kids did is that they, a lot of times you take stuff out of one row and you fill the row, and then you move stuff around because you're doing this. Well, I think they put the toothpaste in with the jerky. So when she opened it, like she's like, "What is this?" And I'm like, "I don't know." And so then your comment, you wrote that back to me. You said, "Jerky and toothpaste." So yeah, so those were together in the row, which we just didn't understand. So her face is like, "What is going on here?"
She was in total like, what the heck? And so I had to screen grab it and make a meme out of it because I thought it was hilarious. Because she's looking back at you like, "What did you do?" Like, I could just see her saying, "This is all you, Jonathan. What's going on here?" Like,
because
what the heck?
Because the kids had been doing it for about 3 months, where they were filling it and organizing stuff. And I just think that they kind of get overwhelmed, and they probably just moved it over. She's like, "Why is there jerky in the toothpaste?" I'm like, "I don't know." So yeah, but thanks for that meme.
That was my attempt at a meme. I thought it was pretty funny though.
Yeah, that face she made was like, she looked at me like with disgust, like,
right.
Really, Jonathan? Like, so yeah, pretty funny.
I loved it. So we'd like, I think everybody would like to see more full line videos from the Howard Hospitality Group. So
we can do that. I just got to
There
go
we
out and
go.
film her, for sure. Question for you.
there was one for me.
Yeah.
Here we go. It's from Waco's Car Wash Channel, Elevators and More. There we go. All right. Thanks, Waco. Says, how is the laundromat location doing? It's actually doing really well. As a matter of fact, I need to go up there tomorrow, probably on my lunch break, and top it off because we had a very busy weekend there. And I think Coke is sold out. I think Monster Energy is sold out. I'm actually logging into my MoMA app right now to check the levels because I know there's multiple things sold out. Let's see. So right now, Coke is sold. Wow, Mountain Dew says has 7 left, but it's probably pretty much sold out too. Monster sold out, and Dr. Pepper are also sold out, also known as barbecue Sprites. So there we go.
Nice.
So I need to go top that machine off tomorrow for sure. I'll probably just do a quick video while I'm there.
Kimberly had a question. I've never seen this before, but go ahead and answer the
Okay,
question.
so Kimberly Huff wants to know, just wondering, does anyone offer commission on gumball or bulk capsule machines?
Yes.
I'm sure, like for example, my electronic bulk machine, I pay commission on that to the game store. But I really don't have many other bulk vending machines other than at the mini arcade at the flea market, but I don't do any commission there. So a lot of people will say you probably don't want to offer commission on bulk vending or gumball machines. Some places in a very competitive market, that's the only way you're going to get a location. But it's probably never what you want to start with offering. Maybe if the location asks for it, then it's something you could discuss. But it's never a good idea to start off the pitch with, "Here's how much commission I pay."
Kimberly, Jen Bend. I don't know if you know who she is. I would definitely contact her. Her dad's been in the business for like, 50 something, almost 60 years, I think. And she does it too in Oregon. And they have all different kinds of locations. So I believe they have both commission and not commission locations. And I don't know what the difference being of why they do and some they don't, but it's probably just because some locations are a little harder to get and they're probably very busy. So like if you're like at a gas station or on a highway or something where a lot of people go through those locations, it's probably worth it to pay a little bit of money.
Yeah.
But they have, big racks of toys and stuff. They're not just doing like a little gumball machine. It's like a full on rack. So, but I would contact her and she can give you all kinds of insight. She's amazing and knows a lot of stuff, especially about bulk vending. And she's a really good resource. So definitely.
Totally. Yep. She's also the president of the National Bulk Vending Association.
Now she is. Yep.
So I'm sure she's got some great information to share.
Yep. So, like our triple shot or triple time machines. I mean, we were only doing like between 30 and one does 60 a month.
I mean, I would think between 30 on the low end and 50 on the high end would probably be your average numbers for a triple head candy machine.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think as long as you're getting that out of most of your locations, I mean, we've watched Quick Plays videos, right? And generally when they go collect from their machines, they're pulling between $30 and $50. Maybe at Walmart they might pull 60 or 70, but at the regular locations, $30 is an average month for them. And that's, what I would think would be an average number to kind of shoot for when it comes to, triple head candy machines.
Speaking of that, since we only have 6 minutes left, I wanted to real quick, since we're talking about this.
Sure.
Did chocolate go up for you too, or is it just a California thing?
All the time. Like,
okay.
I
it's
swear.
Ridiculous. Like, stay away from chocolate. We're almost gonna pull it.
And you know how I know? You know how I know it goes up every time? Because every time I purchase inventory, I come back here and I enter all my purchases into Vensoft. And every time it breaks down the cost per item for me, and it shows me what it was that I paid the last time I bought it, and now this time. So anytime there's even the slightest bit of increase, I always know because of that.
Yeah, we're not gonna do much in chocolate anymore, and especially like during the summertime. I mean, a few of our locations, our snack machines are sitting by the door, and we've had a few times where their air conditioner would go out or something. We go in there and our Hershey bars are in half, they're just folded over.
I've had locations like that too. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So anyways, try to stick with hard candy or something that won't melt and it'll last a long time and has a, really long shelf life, because chocolate's not where it's at, because peanut M&Ms are fun and they do really well, but man, they just...
I mean, just in general though, like bulk candy, like for those triple head candy machines, you go to Sam's Club or, Costco or any of those places, those containers, I was going to grab one over here, but it's too far out of reach. Anyway, those containers that, are full of peanut M&Ms or Skittles or whatever, those have I swear they've doubled in price since when I first got into vending. Those things just keep going up and up and up. Well, inflation's real, guys.
Our locations make us so mad too, because we increased, we only did 25-cent increase on our chocolate because we hadn't done it in over a year, and it's gone up like 3 times since since that. And they got all huffy and puffy and angry. What do you mean it's 25 cents? I'm like, do you know how much it is? If you go down the street at the store, it's more expensive than what it is in here right now still. So I don't know what you're talking about. And you have all the convenience of not even leaving your location. So
let me cut you off and just let me ask you, did you tell them you were raising the price, or did you just do it and then they complained?
We went back and then they said, what's the deal? Are you raising your prices on us? And I'm like, yeah, we are. Have you been in? Yeah.
That's it.
So, it's funny because once you tell them, they're like, oh, yeah, I guess that's true. And it's like, yeah, have you bought a candy bar lately? They're expensive, So,
what's funny too? Like for example, the candy bars that we sell in our machines from Sam's Club, they're roughly $1 a piece when you buy them, and you mark them out. But anymore, you go to a convenience store, you go to anything like that, you can't even buy a regular size candy bar anymore. Everything's king size or share size or 2 bars in 1 pack, and it's you can't buy anything like that anymore in just a regular store. It's getting crazy. And then of course those prices are way high.
$4.
Yeah. Right, exactly. It's like way up there.
Well, because we had to increase our energy drinks, we had to increase everything up.
I've been doing that too. Yep.
Yeah, so all of our stuff, and it was funny because you go to the store and it's the same price, and I'm like, we should be charging even more than the store because of the convenience factor.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, but we don't, but we should. So we always thought we were high back in the day when we had $1.75.
I was the same way too, but I'm trying to get more in line with what the price would be at a convenience store.
Yeah, 100%. So, we're almost out of time, man. We only got 2 minutes left.
Wow, where did the time go tonight,
I don't know. It's
guys?
crazy.
I mean,
So-
but I want to say, guys, thank you so much. There were so many great comments, so many great questions tonight, so many great people here in the stream. So thank you guys for being here. Very awesome for you to join us week after week. Love it.
Yeah. Thank you to all of our new vendors that joined the Discord. All-Star Vending, thank you also for the $100 giveaway. Make sure you guys join the Discord, enter to win that.
Yes.
But thank you for being responsive to our members and taking care of them. And same with Pipeline Games. Welcome to the Discord. We're excited to have you. And the relationship that's going to come out of that should be fantastic. It's good to have good quality vendors that our people can rely on. So we really appreciate you guys joining us in the Discord. And thank you for all our Discord members. Thank you for our people that are premium members. We really appreciate that. Yeah, so we're always available. Contact us, any questions. Like I said, we're in the premium chat. We try to be in there every day or every couple days and spend a little time in there with questions and stuff like that.
Or just
make
tag us
sure-
in the general, hit us up on a DM, anything like that in the
Yeah.
Discord.
If
That's
you
where we're
have
at.
friends, family, or your own kids that want to get involved in vending, thanks to candymachines.com, we're giving away those triple shop candy machines every month, which is awesome, and a chance to win a mini claw machine. And also visit clawstand.com if you're interested in getting a claw stand for your mini claw machines. That's also there. But definitely thank you everyone for all the support and everything. So thank you.
All right, guys. Well, again, we thank you so much for joining us week after week. We couldn't do these streams or our videos or any of this good stuff without all of your support. So thank you guys again for being here. With that said, guys,